The behavioral theory of leadership. There's no such thing as a correct approach in becoming a good leader.
This theory believes that leaders are made and not born.
The behavioral theory of leadership is defined as a theory that focuses on the specific actions and behaviors of leaders rather than their traits or characteristics.
It suggests that effective leadership is the result of learned behaviors and practices that can be observed, taught, and replicated. This theory underscores the idea that leadership skills can be developed through experience and education, making it accessible to anyone willing to learn and apply these behaviors.
The behavioral theory of leadership emerged in the mid-20th century as the researchers sought to understand what effective leaders do rather than who they are. This shift in focus moved away from the idea that leadership is an innate quality and instead posited that it can be learned through observation and practice. The theory gained traction through seminal studies at Ohio State University and the University of Michigan, which identified specific behaviors that distinguished effective leaders from ineffective ones.
In behavioral theory, the focus is on the specific behaviors and actions of leaders rather than their traits or characteristics. Behavioral theory suggests that effective leadership is the result of many learned skills. According to behavioral theory, individuals need three basic skills to lead their followers. What are they? Technical skill, human skill, and conceptual skill. Here, technical skills refers to a leader's knowledge of the process or technique, whereas human skills means that one is able to interact with other individuals, while conceptual skill enable the leader to come up with ideas for running the organization or society smoothly.
Key principle of behavioral theory.
What is the key principle of behavioral theory?
The key principle of the behavioral theory of leadership is that effective leadership is not about innate traits, but about learned behaviors and actions. This theory focuses on identifying specific behaviors that leaders exhibit and how these behaviors influence their followers.
For example,
Consider a manager named Sarah who leads a team of software developers. Instead of relying on her authority, Sarah focuses on participative leadership. She actively involves her team in decision-making processes, regularly seeks their input on projects, and encourages open communication. This behavior fosters a sense of ownership and responsibility among the team members, leading to increased motivation, engagement, and ultimately better project outcomes.
For me, it's focusing on specific, observable behaviors like participation, communication, and delegation. Sarah demonstrates the core concept of the behavioral theory of leadership. This theory emphasizes that anyone can learn and develop effective leadership skills by adopting the right set of behaviors, regardless of their innate personality traits.
Empathy and emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage both your own emotion and the emotion of others. It involves being aware of how emotion influence thoughts and behavior,
and using the awareness to navigate social interaction effectively. They understand and respond to the emotion of their team members, fostering a supportive and inclusive work environment.
Focus on employee motivation and development. They prioritize the motivation and development of their team members. Behavioral leaders inspire others by setting clear goals, providing constructive feedback, and creating opportunities for growth, communication, and delegation skills. Effective communication is a hallmark of behavioral leaders. They excel in conveying their vision, listening actively to others, and ensuring clarity in instructions. Additionally, they delegate tasks wisely, leveraging the strengths of their team members.
Strengths and weaknesses of behavioral theory. Strength, anyone can be trained, perhaps the single biggest draw of. Behavioral leadership theory is the idea that anyone can be an effective leader if they are simply taught how to demonstrate the most essential traits for success. Strength, gender neutrality. Another notable strength of behavioral leadership theory is its inherent gender neutrality. That's because theory asserts that anybody can be an effective leader with the right training and by learning the right leadership skills. Weakness, time-consuming process. Despite its potential strengths, the behavioral theory in leadership is not without some possible weaknesses. For example, one of the biggest criticisms of this theory of leadership is that training someone to be an effective leader can be a cumbersome, time-consuming process. Realistically, the amount of time and resources needed to adopt the traits necessary to be an excellent leader are simply not available to all individuals and organizations.
Examples and real-world application of behavioral theory leadership. The behavioral theory of leadership focuses on the idea that effective leadership is a learned skill, not an innate trait. This means anyone can become a leader by adopting the right behaviors. Examples of behavioral theory leadership. Task-oriented. This focuses on the completion of tasks and the achievement of goals. Leaders who exhibit task-oriented behavior emphasize productivity, efficiency, and the effective use of resources. Relationship-oriented behavior. This focuses on building positive relationship with the team members. Leaders who demonstrate relationship-oriented behavior prioritize communication, collaboration, and the well-being of their subordinates. Real-world application of behavioral theory leadership. Participative leadership, also known as democratic leadership, is a style where leaders involve their team members in the decision-making process. This approach empowers employees, fosters a sense of ownership, and can lead to better outcomes. Task-oriented leadership, also known as production-oriented leadership, focuses on achieving goals and completing tasks efficiently. These styles emphasize structure, deadlines, and clear communication to ensure that work gets done on time and to the required standard.